one player who played a huge role in Old Dominion delivering this 16-point victory to 2,396 at Chartway Arena is our player of the game. A career day for Amari Young, 21 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 assists, a block shot, and 5 turnovers in 33 minutes played. And Amari, knowing that you were going to be without one of your teammates, fellow sophomore Asia Wayne, how did that impact your mental approach to this game, but also the rest of your teammates?
Coming in, we had to step up because Weezy plays a big role helping us rebound and grabbing the balls and stuff like that. So we knew before coming in, we all had to just give a little bit more today.
You did that and then some. Did you get a feeling coming in that the ball was going to basically be yours anytime either team took a shot?
I didn't know that. Coach Keith was telling me, he was just telling me to attack them and stuff like that. I just got a few of my missed shots and rebounds off of that and then rebounds from them. I didn't know it was going to be like this tonight, though.
Well, I think this is something you're capable of all the time. I love the way you play. You play so hard out there. What is it about just being out there that makes you go the way you do?
I just play for my team, just play for my teammates, giving it all I can each night.
On the glass, when you shoot, I think today you did this a little bit more. Really shooting the ball up high, doing some pump fakes. Is that something you've been working on?
I think I have a little bit coming in. Also, Coach Keith said that they were shot blockers, so I knew if I pump fake, I could get them in the air a little bit and get the ball up. You
mentioned Coach Keith, your associate head coach Keith Freeman. Talk about his work with you all. As you bounce between the interior players and the guards as well. Talk about what it's like there in terms of how he coaches you on the inside, but also the direction you get in terms of guard play from the other assistants.
With Coach Keith, I mean, he's, I don't know. He, down there, I don't know, I don't know, but with Coach Keith down there in the post, I just know he just tells me how use my speed a lot down there guarding the post and front and stuff like that. And when I go down there to the guards, it's basically keeping them in front of me, stand between them and the basket. So basically those are the two main differences. But I know if I just keep the inside players and outside players in front of me, I guess I can guard them both.
Let me come at you from this question before you break to join the rest of your team here in this photo in a second. What do you prefer doing more, playing in the post and getting dirty, or getting into transition like you like to with the basketball?
I don't think I can pick one more because I like getting the ball out fast and pushing it in transition, but I also like playing the 4 in the post. So I say I guess they're both equally up there.
We'll let you get with the rest of your team. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you in Texas next week.
Thank you.
Old Dominion women's basketball now 18-3 overall, 8-1 in Conference USA after a 77-61 win over Louisiana Tech. Their second in a row in the series against the Lady Techsters. Their 5th out of 7 meetings since the two came to the same conference back in the 2013-2014 campaign. La Tech continues to lead the all-time series 17-10, but the Monarchs continue to work their way back to level between two of the nation's 8 winningest all-time women's basketball programs. And head coach of one of those programs, Nikki McCray, now joins us now. And it's a great day again, Coach McCray, to be a Monarch. You win by 16.
Well, first of all, glory to God for a great crowd, for our alumni. We had about 40 alumni that came to town. I thought our kids really played with a tremendous amount of spirit. And this is why you come to Old Dominion. You come to Old Dominion and you understand the legacy that has been left here, and just really proud of how hard they played. We were not full strength, and but I thought our kids persevered, and that's the makeup of a good team. When you can have different people step up and just really just play, and I was really proud of that. I thought we, for the most part, tried to defend without fouling. They went to the line 26 times. We only went to the line 11 times, and that's usually not us. It's usually flip-flop. But, they're an aggressive team. I think La Tech is not indicative of their record. But we played inspired tonight. It was really good to see.
Well, I think something you did, and I know your old coach said this, rebounds win championships, and, boy, you guys were beasts on the boards today.
We did. We talked about not having Asia Wayne and how we had to do it by committee. and I thought we did that. I thought everybody stepped up and really rebounded the basketball. Amari Young, I mean, she just blossomed. I was like, she was everywhere, and I've said this another game where I'm like, she was everywhere, but I said, who else is rebounding besides Amari? But it was really good for her to really to do what she did, and I know Miss Lloydette is watching.
She's watching.
So.
I see her right here on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Facebook.com/DougRipleyODU for our pre- and post-game simulcast, by the way, that you can also hear, of course, on the network. Wow. I mean, she really got after the basketball. It just seemed like any time that the ball went up, and I said this with her a few minutes ago, it would somehow fall into her hands. And whether it was that or defensively, she found her way to be a part of just about every aspect of this game, Amari Young.
She did. I mean, she was aggressive, and I told her that she had to be aggressive, but she's got to take on that personality every game, and that's really not her personality, but she's starting to come into her own, and it's really good to see. We just want that consistency. She is a threat on the floor, and she has to be aggressive for us, and when she's aggressive, good things happen. But, again, La Tech is a very good basketball team. They defend. We hit shots. Asia Hudson really stepped up and hit big shots for us, and this first half of the other game, she was big for us and just carried over. So really happy to see her knock down shot.
How big of a confidence boost is this for not only Boogie but the rest of her teammates, seeing her go 10 of 15 from 3 this week, including a season-high 20 points on 6 of 11 today?
Well, I think that's a credit to what she's been doing. When I look at her stats, the numbers don't lie. So she's been doing something. I don't monitor when our kids get in the gym, but obviously her stats is proving that she's doing something. So whatever she's doing, just keep doing it, and just stay confident. Stay confident in shooting the basketball. For us defensively, we got to continue to get better. I got on her because she let a guard just drive right by her. And that's her thing. She got to be a lockdown defender for us first and foremost. But when she's hitting shots, that's gravy.
Second straight game, Taylor Edwards gives you 8 assists, and we were talking during the broadcast about how well you all distributed the ball in terms of being able to set up their teammates for baskets, and Tay really led the way on that front.
She did. I mean, this is a good game. She probably could have had a little bit more. I think sometimes Tay predetermines where she want to pass this ball, and people are open. And but 8 assists, 0 turnovers. She could probably have 10 to 12 assists a night, especially when our shooters are hitting shots.
Speaking of gaining confidence for both the player and her teammates, talk about Marie Reicher today with 12 points.
Yeah, Marie is, I talked to her about just embracing the physicality, and she's been coming in and doing some extra work in the weight room. She's been coming in, I think, getting some extra, individual work, just big picture for her, but just understanding the physicality. She wants to box out. That's in her mind, but, she's another post that can block shots and that can score for us on the inside. So she finished well for us today.
I think, Coach, you're in the beginning of the year, and I know you like to play fast. You like to push the basketball, and I think you guys have gotten better in picking and choosing times when you are pushing it and taking those shots. Is that something you guys have been working on?
Well, I think for us, we scrimmage on Mondays and Tuesdays, and, we do that early in practice. We don't have a lot of people that, can go for long stretches in practice, so we try to get our scrimmages in, as early as possible, especially when our guys are there. I think that helps us. But we want to score. When we look at where we're really good at, we're really excellent in the in the open court. I mean, our half-court offense has to get better. Zone, we're actually pretty excellent. That's a flip from last year. Coach Freeman is an analytical guy, so he was like, we got to get better in bobs. We got to get better in our man, all of those things. So, but that's just moving the ball. When we move the ball and we stop predetermining, the ball should find who should score.
Yeah.
So what's the next step, Coach? You get a few days before you head to West Texas. You take on UTSA and UTEP on the road next week. What things will you all be focusing on the next few days?
Well, I think for us, we're on the road, so our team is, really in tune with that. Got to be mindful of our bodies. We're limited. Hopefully, we don't know the status of Asia, so hopefully we'll have her back. But if not, we're just really down in guards, right now, so I got to be mindful of that. But there's still things that we got to continue to get better. But just understanding their bodies, we got to execute in the half court. We got to continue to understand how we're guarding certain actions.
Home court winning streak improves to 13 straight. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
And happy birthday to Thomas.
Happy birthday to my son, Thomas. Yes, he is 7. Thank you.